Greetings, colleague. This tool is called a Manheim Township Course Grades Calculator and was built to help teachers help students to time manage and project scores that they would need in order to achieve personal goals that they may have set for themselves for their individual courses. Whether those goals are to get A's in a particular course or to merely pass the course and or everything in between. The high school building's course grading calculation scheme is not necessarily intuitive, especially for students who may have full credit courses, which include midterms and final exams. This has proven to be true of not just freshmen, but a good proportion of our upperclassmen who just don't understand how grading system breaks out. In orienting you to the sheet, you want to pay attention to the headers, and you will quickly see how it works in determining a student's current course average and how it can be used to project final course averages. Course name can be listed over here on the left, and then respective grade scores for marking periods can be entered accordingly. So we have the course type. Well, it's a full year course with standard midterm and final exams. We've punched in algebra, world history, English, whatever course you want to add, you may for the particular student. This is first marking period in yellow column, second marking period in green, midterm score, marking period 3, blue, marking period 4 is pink, final exam test, and now here is calculating the running total final grade. Gray columns do not need to be touched as they are the grade factor of each marking period and how it totals to 100%. So let's say a student has a goal for a B in his algebra course. Starts out strong, very ambitious out of the gate, scores an 85. Drops off a little bit, second marking period, things come up, he falls off a little bit, and now has a midterm exam that he's not well prepared for. So let's say he doesn't do well in that. All of a sudden his B looks like it's in doubt or in jeopardy, but let's see what they got to do to rally to earn that B or that 80%. So marking period 3, you have a conversation with him, he steps it up, has an 82. Well, the grade climbed, but now he has one marking period to get that up to reach his goal. So without putting a lot of pressure on him for the final exam score, you figure out that, hey, an 87 will put him in the ballpark and gets him right there, provided that he gets at least a B or B minus on that test for the final test of the year. And let's say he scores an 81. So if you round off, that would be a 79.6 or 80%. And the student would make his goal if that was his particular goal. Now, we all spend a great deal of time in our course content and figuring out how to best challenge and engage our students in course content, but many times due to our day-to-day routines, we may overlook the importance of stepping back and showing our students the big picture and looking at their progression. So it's a good idea to often take a look at the big picture if indeed grades are ultimately an important motivator for your students. In the end, ideally, the advantage of this tool is that if the student is falling short of their particular grade goal, she can realize it immediately, see it on screen, and realize where they need to perhaps exert more energy and effort in order to achieve the goal which they had intended originally. You'll notice that there are other tabs down here at the bottom of the sheet that are used appropriately for any particular type of course grading configuration we have, whether it be a semester with midterm or final rather, or without. So green tab down here is it's a full year course without a midterm and final for a 1 credit course. This is a grade tab sheet, calculation sheet for a semester course with a final exam or final project. Civics or global perspectives in the social studies department would fall into this category. Suppose we have health or phys ed department, I think they don't have final projects, so their semester classes are just broken in half for their averages. But these additional tabs work the same, but are just programmed for the course's selected grading scheme. These scenarios are relatively simple to figure out without the grade calculation sheet, but tabs were added for your convenience in working with your students. Our guidance department in particular has found this sheet to be quite useful, especially during end of semester or end of school year timeframes. You may work with students yourself during prime time or serve as a mentor or be a part of a student advocate program and so forth, or you may just want to demonstrate the importance of explaining your course grading system to a class or small group. Good luck. We hope you find this tool useful. If you have any further questions, please contact one of your building's tech